The progress may be 100% complete, but I didn't finish the credits. Okay, well, I did. Hey guys, it's Gum here, and we're back with more Sonic 06. The last time we finished Shadow story, and this time we'll be starting on Silver's story, which is the new character introduced into this game. So let's get into it.
This world was devastated before I was born. A harsh, bleak place where we live in eternal darkness. Life is a struggle, and people live without hope. How did this happen? No one will answer me directly, but they always point to the flames. These flames, they burn away at my world, destroying everything in their path. They come from an eternal life form that we cannot truly defeat, the flames of disaster known as Iblis.
Silver!
Blaze, what's wrong?
He's appeared again!
You gotta wonder if Silver can just fly that fast. That's which by the looks of that, just faster than Blaze. And how come he isn't that fast in the game? I don't know. That could be just, I don't know what I'm going for with this. But I do want to say this, like, at the end of the last episode, we finished Shadow's story and credits played and Shadow's theme song, All Hail Shadow, played. And I did have stuff to say during those credits there, but not long after the song, the All Hail Shadow song finished, I got interrupted. And some reason didn't even see my sign. Oh well. But all that point was just kind of like an extra to me. Pretty much everything that came before that mattered the most to me. And so did that sneeze. But anyway, here we are in Silver's story here, which is definitely going to be the most, and probably the most annoying story out of all of them, simply because he's slow. And throughout Sonic and Shadow story, we briefly seen Silver's gameplay, and such, but I didn't go into much detail of it because I wanted to save it for this right here. So basically he has like telekinetic powers, to where if you hold the right trigger, you can pick up stuff of like these crates and that ball and ladder. And then you jump and tap X, and you can throw all that stuff towards enemies, which it's kind of similar to Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, which I've never played, but I've seen a little bit of gameplay of it. Oh, here it is. Wait, hold on. Yeah, there we go. Whenever you see the symbol on the ground, hold the right trigger and it'll create a bunch of platform stuff for you to platform on. And so, that can help you reach high places you can't reach. And you can also do it on top of stuff that you can lift like this, and it'll take you a little higher up. That can help you gain some extra height to something. You can also press X on the ground right next to an enemy to slap them, to pick them up and throw them with. But I don't really use that much because it doesn't have a lot of range. And as you can see, if you hold A in mid, jump and then hold A in mid-air, you can just hover can help you cross some gaps there. But pretty much all the gameplay is focused around the action gauge this time. Well, if it's empty, you can't use any of the telekinetic powers or telekinesis or whatever Silver's power is called. But yeah, overall, it's okay. It definitely I would say, I think, yeah, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed had it much better down on how it potentially could have been. All right, you gotta hold it until it's fully done. And you might want to also, whenever you make a jump like that to hover across a loss like that, you might want to wait till you get the action gauge is full before you do it. Because you never know, how much, yeah, you'll never know if you'll make it or not. But yeah, for the most part, we're gonna be fighting mostly Iblis creatures. In fact, that's the only enemy we're gonna be fighting in this stage because there's no Eggman robots, no Mephiles creatures, just Iblis creatures. So that's pretty much all we're fighting for this stage here. And we do have Blaze here with us, but I don't know why she's here because she's from the Soul Dimension. Jim, because yeah, that's confirmed that. I think Takashi Iizuka confirmed that Blaze is from the Soul Dimension. Jin here, but I'll get, but yeah, I'll get more into that later on, and like with some more stuff about Blaze. Like, so, okay, I need to aim just right here. Okay, it's the car. Alright, so just using that as kind of like a slingshot to launch you up. So, oh, and I guess one thing that's also pretty cool about Silver's gameplay is that you can grab the most projectiles that enemies launch at you, and use them to your advantage to send them right back at them. Whether if it's missiles from an Eggman robot or from the big Iblis or Mephiles creatures that launch giant balls at you, small balls at you. So stuff like that. That's kind of cool what you can do. And off we go on to the next part of the stage. And so we're hurrying to Iblis, the Flames of Disaster. Now we have seen Iblis before, but we haven't. But Iblis will look much different this time when we see him. Like he'll be much bigger. And well, look at it. And now we're playing as Blaze. So well, that's kind of nice. So we get to play as her. So and where we kind of learn how mechanics work. Like you can do a double jump by holding A, and especially if you get a running start in doing it, because that way you can gain some more distance for doing it. You can also jump and do you can also kind of do the homing attack, and you can even do it from the ground if there's enemies nearby. Which is interesting, because then couldn't do the homing attack in Sonic Rush. If you hold X, she'll do like this fire tornado. So that kind of makes sense, but you can't shoot any fireballs or anything. But yeah, well, she just, for the most part, she's kind of like similar to Sonic, but with like a double jump and a fire tornado, but can't like speed dash. But yeah, for the most part, she's kind of here for. I really don't know what I'm going for with that. Yeah, here, but somehow I hit that dash pad even though I didn't on the. Yeah, but anyway, I guess I don't know what I'm going for with this commentary now about Blaze here, but yeah, the homing attack with the X button, I don't mind it. It just feels like kind of wrong to me. Like I know Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 did that as well, but that one I honestly didn't mind because you were doing that for pretty much almost the entire game. And then plus the homing attack was easily designed around. They made it to have a lock-on cursor so you could easily know when you can do it and not accidentally boost. And yeah, the Wii version did do that as well. But if you were using like a GameCube controller, well, it wouldn't matter because you would use A instead of shaking the Wii remote. But that's a little something I wanted to mention there. Yeah, so now on to the final part here of now on to the final part of Crisis City here. Yeah. So so right now we're just making our way towards that tornado. Here and this will be the last time we play Crisis City because playing as Silver is last time we were doing it, and okay, no, you can't pick up those guys' enemy, but I'll get the silver medal here, even though I don't need it. Sure, and I think you can actually grab stuff from it. Well, no, you can't. And oh well. But yeah, and the goal link's just straight ahead, so I don't have too much else to say on Crisis City here since we played this before. We've seen all this level design before Sonic and Shadow. So I don't have too much else to say on it this stage, but it's almost over. So let's just slowly get over here. I just kind of wish, for the most part, I wouldn't mind Silver's gameplay that much, except I kind of wish he was a little bit faster, but no, he's not much faster. Let's do it, but anyway, but yeah, like I mentioned this back in Kingdom Valley of Sonic, in Sonic Stories, that I did say one positive thing I'll say is that he definitely had the best, Silver definitely had the best voice in 06. Like, this is just how I picture Silver would sound like. I have nothing against his latest voice actor, new voice actors after this, like the one that was in Generations all the way to Forces, like that one sounded good, but I just kind of preferred this one a little more, and the one that I got in Team Sonic Racing made him sound a little bit too young to me. Hey, but then again, that's just me. But hey, we got an S-Rank. A great way to start this story off. Okay, and now look at me coming to a boss fight. One that we actually haven't seen before. Well, depends on how you look at it, but we'll get into that right after this cutscene here. So before, when we were fighting Iblis, it was just like we were kind of fighting his head as Sonic and Shadow, but now we're fighting him, Iblis, with like a full body, and definitely looks a lot more threatening now. So once we defeat this, it will make sense on how Sonic and Shadow fought Iblis later on, even though we don't see him like that fighting, because. So yeah, but from what I remember, I think this okay, I guess the fight doesn't okay, so the camera doesn't always focus on the fight, but for the most part, all you have to do is just grab a bunch of junk, of debris around the area, and you can even grab what he throws at you, and just jump in tap X, and you'll lawn and take out the health, and that's pretty much it. It's kind of nice that some of his armor or stuff will come loose or break off. So that's kind of show it's a nice little detail. And sometimes you are gonna have to wait for stuff to show up. This point, he was gonna slowly lift the building and try to crash it down on the platform. So just I don't know if there's any way to avoid that. I thought I did by avoiding the drop shadow, but. Guess not. Okay, so I guess you don't always have to hold the right trigger, but and there goes a bunch of stuff there. But grab some. You kind of have to wait for his head to be down low, but well, I got half his health and part of his helmet's coming off. So it's pretty much this fight here. It's kind of simple. I do like how it's a little easy, but think about it. How come the other fight with Iblis with Sonic and Shadow was harder? even though that one wasn't as big and as threatening as this. Okay, there. You just have to be very far to the side. Very far to the side to do that. Didn't do any damage him there. That doesn't really work, but that does. And so it kind of makes sense when you think about it why this fight would be easier than Sonic and Shadows is to well, it's the first boss of Silver Story, so it would make sense from that point of view. He was just getting out of the way to avoid the building. And not yet, and he's naked. He has no armor. So it's almost done. He only has like a fifth of his health left. Fire! Slow down. There we go. Slow down's over. Just need like a few more things, then we can throw him. Yeah, it's also kind of like a waiting game because when you have no more debris left to throw at him, you have to wait for him to like throw the building or shoot all those mini fire rocks and rocks to finish him off, and out of that not do anything. Well, we don't have any more stuff to throw. Well, at least this one is his moves about to do is a little bit. He does have some stuff I can grab and throw. Oh, okay, I grabbed one, and that didn't do much damage. I guess one thing I will give to the Sonic and Shadow fight is that the hitting him was much easier to do because you just homing attack his forehead and you just take out like a quarter of his health. And so in a way it's kind of an even trade-off. Well, I find this is a little easier but more frustrating. I mean, where the other one's a little, where the Sonic and Shadow one is harder but less frustrating. There we go. Oh, finally beat him there. For now. And down he goes into the lava below. And I don't know if I got that swing on that because I missed a few of my shots there, or just the opening to hit him just didn't show up in the right spot. See. Okay, no. I agree, Silver. It did take too long. Is anyone, if you get an A, B rank, he'll say that was easy, and if you get an A rank, he'll say looks like I'm on a roll. Oh, wait. Who knows if we'll see those rank quotes from those ranks or not? But we're still at the beginning of Silver Story, so we still have a lot of chances to get it.
Looks like we stopped it for now.
But it'll just rise up from its ashes again. What's the point of all this? It'll never end.
Calm down, Silver.
Then tell me what we should do. How can we completely destroy Iblis?
By knowing the truth, of course. Just as a flower comes from a seed, or a chicken comes from an egg, everything has an origin. You need to find the being originally responsible for this catastrophe.
Is that really the answer to our problem? Tell me, do you know who it is?
To fix this present timeline, you need to change the past.
But that's impossible!
With my help, you can. Because I have the power to travel through time.
No way!
In order to change the past, you must eliminate the individual who has awakened Iblis, the Iblis Trigger.
If I eliminate that guy, will our world be saved?
The day of disaster. Here are my records of this event. This was when Iblis was freed and his flames were released into the world. And you have this person to blame.
I see it! So that blue hedgehog's the Iblis Trigger?
Blue hedgehog.
I'll send us back in time to the point when the Iblis Trigger was alive.
So that explains how Mephiles tricked Silver. But where do we end up in the past, aka the present?
Where am I? Blaze? Blaze! I guess we all got separated. This is so unbelievable. Now, I must fight for the future.